Good morning, world.
Good morning, world.
So Tom hasn't had a song in a while.
Woo!
So you know what time it is.
Looking at our Gucci's, it's about that time. I do that every time.
So we're going to hit a Tom MacDonald song. We're going to take a break from our NF journey here.
Yes.
When Tom comes out with the song, we're going to react to it.
Yes, real quick, we're doing this on Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of my fellow Irishmen out there. My fellow Irishmen. Don't mention me. I'm wearing green. So we're doing this on Friday. We don't release till Tuesday because the baddest, biggest editor in the world outside of Nova puts it out on Tuesday, and I respect that.
Well, I'm just trying to be consistent.
Yes.
For all of you who are new, we put out a video Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday.
Yes. So we're doing this on Friday, St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to look at Tom MacDaonald and John Rich, End of the World. Stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. All right, so that's intriguing right off the bat. John Rich.
End of the world as we know it. Who sings that?
I was going John Rich.
Oh, okay. John Rich.
So that's a Big and Rich
Yes.
of
Son of a preacher man.
Ride a horse, save a cowboy. That's the song.
That's your motto.
That was their big hit.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
All right, before we get to it, you have a comment from Sir Tom himself.
Yes, I reached, and like so many of you, I was getting to the point of like, you know what? I haven't heard from Tom. Not only a song, but nothing on Instagram, nothing on Facebook. Until around February 25th, I said, hey, Tom, you're just on my mind, fam. And just want to check in on you guys and see how things are going. Miss you guys. Hope all is well. As he normally does, he responded. He said, all is well, brother. Because we are brothers. He said, thank you. Hoping the same for you, my friend. So we did hear from back in the middle of February, which is appropriate during Black History Month. He responded to me. I'm really happy about that. But we are all getting a chance to hear from Tom now. We are in the middle of March. So looking forward to this. It's been a minute.
Yeah. But before we do that, we're going to pander a little bit. Please go on our website, order some Cedric and Brian hats or T-shirts or whatever you can, some mugs. You know you want a mug. Mm-hmm. And just to support us. It's
order one of these mugs.
It's what we do.
This mug.
All right, now let's get into it. So we're going to do something. We're taking your advice.
Yes.
They told us to really understand it, to put headphones on. So
I never did that before. This is new.
We're going to be like, I think I need new headphones, man.
I borrowed these from my girlfriend's son, his gaming console.
All right. So
I got to get my own.
This will allow us to hear it better.
He doesn't know I borrowed them.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide. Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down.
All right.
Are we watching Independence Day with Will Smith, or are we watching?
He's hitting it right off the bat. So he's kind of wrapping up the last few years in the bubble like he does. So he's talking about, release a virus so everybody has to go in their house. It was interesting. So John Rich was there at the beginning, kind of in the background. And but so far it's just Tom.
You're hearing I'm hearing clear background vocals like I've never heard before.
I know, you can hear everything
It's a
really clear.
Whole new world.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
Let's go back.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide. Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is...
Sorry, I know. We stopped. This is a reaction channel. This is a reaction channel. This caught my attention when he just said about the farmers, the crops drying up. That's not just the case. I mean, especially right in California, we've had more rain now this year than we've had probably in the last 5 years. But there's actually governments that are shutting down farms.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Bill Gates buying up all the farmland.
Bill Gates is buying up everything.
But then I heard there's a big protest in the Netherlands where the government is saying that they need to get rid of half their farmers. And the Netherlands is the second biggest exporter of crops. Yeah. So it's not just that it's drying up, it's that the top-down governments are getting rid of this
I
stuff.
like that real quick, since you stopped it. I like
Yes.
the fact that he interrupted the older man, like, hey, man, get your mind off the TV, put the newspaper down. I'm trying to talk to you here.
Yeah.
Like so many of us do.
So again, we stop. If you want to watch the video, go watch it.
Like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven. This is biblical, I swear it's in the Bible. We keep killing one another and we dying for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every man, woman, and child.
If it's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest.
So I like that line where, it's the end of the world. I'll do better next time.
You saw my notes.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm writing notes down here. He looked over and,
I
in
did.
middle school, you looked over and you cheat off your friend's paper.
Look over. I can't even read your writing.
I know, it is pretty bad.
But then he says, but I lived my life to the fullest. They're kind of contradictory.
I was going to say something completely different about the whole better next time. If you don't get it right now, I'm not being real super. There is no next time.
No.
You either get it right now or you don't.
Yeah. Unless he's reincarnated as.
There's no next time.
All right. Cedric has said it.
Next time, oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Oh.
Feels like
So he says all these things we've done. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm taking all the
No,
mics up there.
just run with it. Well, we've gone to mountains. We've gone to space. We've made bombs. Like, run with it. What are we doing it for?
Yeah. So, yeah. All that stuff, just like he said.
Oh.
What's the point? I mean, but you know what? You can have an outlook on life like that, or you can have a different outlook on life to say, look, I don't know what's around the next corner. I'm excited for it. Or we can kind of just ponder this stuff and just say, well, what did we do it for? Well, we did it because we're living and we're human, and that's what we did it.
Right. I could be wrong, but that's the beauty of having two of us on this and hearing the same thing and having different perspectives. I think he's saying
You're not allowed to have a different perspective.
I forgot. What are we doing it for? It's kind of like we haven't really progressed. I know when it turns political, but the left has said, well, we're progressive, we're progressing. Have we really? Or we just keep going backwards.
It's just a big merry-go-round with technology making things newer and shinier. Yeah. But yeah, and that's the problem. Everybody now in society thinks they have the right answer because most of society now is secular and they don't realize the wisdom that has come from the past.
Right.
But the same stuff happened back then. It just didn't happen with computers. It happened with tablets or something. Yeah. And I don't.
Well, now we find about it instantaneously.
Yeah.
Before we never knew that. The same stuff's been happening for thousands of years. We just weren't in this small bubble with technology where we were alerted on our phones when it happened.
Right. But people are so arrogant that they think that everything's new and it's all never happened before. This has all happened before. It happened at biblical times, but if you don't want to go biblical times, it happened in Greece. It happened in Rome. You've had all these nations build. They became the pillars. They had all the modern technology, and then they fell. And we're so arrogant to think that we can't fall. And unfortunately, this song is kind of saying it's the end of the world. He's using that as a metaphor. It might be not the end of the whole world, even though he's using aliens, like the aliens are coming. It could be the end of the United States. And if you look at other Western countries, they say, well, if the United States falls, we're next because we do look to the United States.
We are the world power. I think as far as technology, though, we should look at the Romans and how they devised roads, because we live in California, and those potholes, I think like 2 or 3 SUVs fell in these potholes after the rains we got.
We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. The media misleading us and evil's interfering, while the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for...
Sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Do you think the cows being taken up is kind of a metaphor for the whole vegan thing? We're not supposed to eat cows anymore?
Every movie I see, though, the cows are always being screwed with. No, every time an alien comes, they mess with the cows.
I know, but they're trying to convert us. I mean, you can't go anywhere without seeing what's the new meat called? The
almost impossible meat.
Impossible burgers and
almost
stuff.
Meat.
I think they're slowly trying to get us to eat meat.
I don't see that happening for me. Just take me now. Just take me up in the ship now if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, in places like, they don't like the rural areas. They're coming up with these 15-minute cities to kind of go off track here. They want to create these 15-minute cities where you can walk. Everywhere you go, you can walk 15 minutes because they don't want you to use cars and do that. They want to control the cities. So that's why I'm moving to the country.
Right.
Country, I'll be able to eat my beef. All right?
Right.
But the cities, they're trying to do this for you. That's why you see impossible burgers everywhere throughout cities. I think they're trying to slowly manufacture.
Stop right in the middle of Tom doing the Running Man.
All right, man. Let's go back.
Oh man, what did we do it for?
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. The media misleading us and evil's interfering, while the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime.
Oh, sorry, that's too good. First, talked about the millionaires going to space, Elon.
Right.
Or no, not Elon. Bezos. And he says, I don't blame him.
Right. Yeah, it'd be fun.
But then that other line, shoot. See, this is why I have to stop it, because I forget like 2 seconds after I
Streams are disappearing and shenanigans are nearing.
Are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past...
Right there. We're ruining the children with headlines. For one, the kids, they should be in bed. I mean, what? We didn't do that. Did you watch news when you were a kid?
No.
We didn't care about that. We watched Scooby-Doo or, Bugs Bunny.
Well, the thing is, you're sending the kids to bed, but then they take their phones to bed with them.
Yeah. So they're seeing the headlines, and now suicides are up. Boys want to be girls, and girls want to be boys. Nobody knows what's supposed to happen anymore because we're letting kids not be kids anymore. Sorry, I heard that I had to digress. You have anything to say before I start it and stop it again?
No.
'Cause I'll probably start and stop it again.
You'll stop it in 10 more seconds.
This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime, but everyone's woke. They told us chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough, the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or lead rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
Oh, I'm sorry, before John sings there. This isn't your granddaddy's world. Everything's black and white.
Right.
So they're separating us. You got two camps, which Cedric and I talk about all the time.
Yep.
Nobody can just have the gray area and talk about it anymore.
Right.
You got this or this.
You're either with us or you're against us.
Your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
It's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the full.
Sorry, that's an analogy to let's create a crisis and then charge a bunch of money for the solution.
The tinfoil hat. Yes.
Any
conspiracy
COVID,
theorists.
anybody?
Yes.
COVID, Pfizer? Let's create something so that you have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, am I going to get demonetized now?
If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do? It's the end of the world as we know it. It's our fault that it's over. sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Nova and Jay.
I'm not going to rant too long on this. First, two things. One, we can't speak on a Tom video without the production quality of Nova. The graphics were incredible. The special effects. She just gets better and better.
I think Jared
every
does
time.
the special effects now too.
Okay.
So it helps her out.
But with he got his Michael Jackson glove on there. What's Tom doing with the Michael Jackson glove on?
We can take these off.
Oh, and I don't know if Tom meant to. I'm yelling. Was I talking that loud the entire time?
Probably.
Gee, these headphones changed my world.
Good thing I have a compressor on his mic.
I'm going to make this real quick. This is not Cedric and Brian speaking. This is not Brian speaking. This is Cedric speaking. Take it for what it's worth. You can turn it off. But Tom dipping his toe into the religious aspects of thing, and he's talking about the end times, the tribulation. And if you want to read it for yourself, it's in the last book of the Bible, Revelation 15 through 17, where he talks about the tribulation and prophecies and things to come. And we're seeing that because it says in end times, we're going to see more wars, and we're going to see the lack of food and pestilence and plagues. COVID, anyone?
Which to be fair, we've had in the past. They've had plagues, they've had wars.
And it gets to a point where it starts having that domino effect. You know, when you're kids, you line the dominoes up and you push one down and it just starts to go, it's starting to happen more and more on a consistent basis. And if you say, oh, it's out of the Bible, it's like that, I had to write this down because I had to remember it. Like there's like 1,200 prophecies in the Old Testament. There's like 500 plus in the New Testament, over 1,800 prophecies. And if you believe it or not, the Bible is batting 1,000. They hit every single one. If I was batting we're in the month of March right now. If I was batting 1,000 every time, me and Brian would drive to Vegas right now, and I would win that NCAA pool every single time because no one bats 1,000. The Bible does. He's like, oh, Cedric, I don't bring religion into it, but your boy Tom did. So I just had to jump on it a little bit. If you want to find out for yourself, like I said, go to Bible, borrow one from a hotel room, and read Revelation 15 through 17. This is what he's talking about.
I'm going to have like the church music behind you while you're saying all that.
Oh, well, there should be a glow behind me.
Yeah, always. There always is a glow. It's just your teeth. But this is, so I don't know if you noticed John Rich's guitar, and on the neck it says American. So Tom's jumping head in. So not only is he going towards the kind of the religious aspects, but John Rich is one of the most right-leaning patriotic
like I said,
singers there is.
Son of a preacher man.
Oh, was John Rich a son of a preacher man?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I believe, I don't know if that was his album or a song, but that was his label on this.
Okay.
He's a preacher's kid.
So those who follow Tom from the beginning, most of it was social things. So, I don't know. Maybe this will turn some people off. Maybe it'll bring more people to his camp. Who knows?
You and I talked about that briefly before we started playing. You said, John Rich maybe had that country vibe. Mm-hmm. I think it lent itself to that country vibe, but I don't think Tom really got away from who he is. Yeah. I think there was a good mix.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, they've been bringing in more rap into country music. It's kind of a mesh.
Right.
Anyway, Jelly Roll.
Yeah. I like this. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It had a good melody. It was different. So you guys will have to let us know, because when I was listening to it, I'm thinking, are his hardcore rap fans going to be into this? You tell us. Are you still going to put it on your
absolutely
playlist, or But it was interesting. Another thing's funny because of the Chinese air balloon, and then all of a sudden that week we shoot down a whole bunch of other unidentified stuff. You think he wrote it right after that? Why he brought in all the spaceships and stuff? Mm-hmm. Probably, right?
Yeah.
He comes up with an idea and he writes it and he gets it out.
Yeah, I'm about to talk to the producers. Let's just leave the cows. Make an alien movie without taking the cows. I'm getting tired. That's getting played out. All right, should we add anything else, or are we going to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone. Like we always say when we do a review, make sure you go to this video of Tom's and like that and watch that so you can get some clicks. And while I'm on it, go check out John Rich. If he has a channel, like that as well, because he collabed on this.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. All you ladies out there. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
Now that the sky's falling, what did we